off, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumping. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start. At the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They can't hang with us. Shit. 8. 55, Mike, 55.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. And left side here, it's Graham. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Lock in, lock in. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, 18.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs have
We got this.
at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Trubisky on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. 6-0 our score after one. Now a draw play. This is Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now a first down carry by Bell. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2. Newton, deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. On 1st and 10, Newton. Then he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquise Goodwin, 54 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run. This is Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Devin Bush getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. On first down, Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the give. Newton. His throw incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on his left. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the 8-yard line. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Second and 9. Newton. That's complete. It's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Defensively, I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack by Khalil Mack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing is Newton, dancing to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Big hookup there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
To throw is Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Now Newton. Flush to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He'll rifle this one deep right side. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Again, it's Trubisky. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. 2nd down and goal. Trubisky. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Bell. Finding room at the 30. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown.